Terry Jacobson, M&M Monster. So today is the day that we're doing my favorite, which is Twitter. And Twitter is all about business. You can get into a stream on Twitter that is more about, personal things. But for me, I'm able to really segregate it. On Twitter, I can follow and like people and kind of sort things by categories more so than I can do on Facebook. So what today we're going to talk about is a number of different ways that I use Twitter. And some of them are going to overlap with maybe something that we do another time. But to start, this is your little dashboard, tiny bit dashboard. I have 16,000 people following me. I have 17,000 followers, so 17,000 people are following me, and I'm following 16,000. In the spirit of let's do the most important things to the least important things, I will say the most important thing that I do on Twitter is I have lists set up of the key people that I'm trying to target. If you hang around long enough for the clout, you'll see that I have a list of influencers that are people that I actually have a reason to want to communicate with. They're not necessarily somebody in my real life. They're kind of aspirational people or people I feel like share amazing things. But it's really interesting to know that you can actually find people on Twitter and connect with them more. If you wanted to talk with Bill Clinton, he actually talks back. A lot of these celebrities, like the fact that you could absolutely talk to Bill Clinton is crazy. I find that amazing, and that it goes into his posts, and he may never answer back. But you can make a list of people who are targets. Say you're doing a advertising campaign and you're doing it to 100 people. I would go follow those 100 people if you could find them on Twitter, and then you're approaching them from a multi-channel approach. Now, not everybody is on Twitter, but the people who are on Twitter really like Twitter. So let's go back to our list. So I'm going to go back to Tara Jacobson, and I'm going to look at my list. And these are my FJ influencers. And so Matthew Shatbolt is the head of the Boeckmann group. Fitness Diva Kerr is one of my friends in real life, but I want to make sure to remember to share her stuff. Marty Weintraub is a best-selling author. We've had a couple of conversations, and that's amazing. So one of the ways that I can get Marty Weintraub to notice me in a good way, not in the creepy, I did post I'm stalking Marty Weintraub, but he was okay with it. But so what you can do is you can see he retweets a lot, and he talks back and forth to people. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip all his retweets and come down here and find out what he's posted. So he posted, he's a badger. My husband's a badger. So I'm going to answer him. I'm going to say, did not know you were a badger. My hubby is too. Now, that's kind of personal, but he posted something very personal. I would feel very comfortable sharing, something like this. So let's go back to our list. And you retweeting something or making a comment on something is very powerful. It says that you appreciate them and what they're doing. Another list I have is realtors. So I have a big list of 259 realtors, and what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll find some posts that they've posted that are interesting. You can put them on multi-lists. There's Matthew again. But I'll find something that's interesting that they've posted and then be able to share it with other people. So that's exactly what I do with that. So some of the other things that you can do with Twitter is if you click on this button, you can find out everybody who has talked to you. A lot of times you don't know that they're talking, but so a bunch of people followed me. Ed Boeckmann retweeted my thing, so if I wasn't following him, I would absolutely follow him. Dana Biscotti, I'm following her. She's really cool. And then what I'll come in is when I can, when they've done something, I'll make sure to like it or favorite it. Let's see if I'm following him. I follow everybody who kind of retweets me because that was really nice of them to do. And you'll see when somebody talks to me, this is Raj Kassar. I favorite their tweets when I'm able to. These guys, oh, he likes my tweety nerds. Favorite. So that's really good. What I will say a little bit about Twitter that may be different than other things, if you've seen the Facebook post, the Facebook video for this course, you'll know that I don't suggest having multiple Facebook pages. Now, what we've discovered is that something really interesting. It took me a long time to get 17,000 people on Twitter. I have already, in just a couple of months, 488 followers on Searchy Nerds because it's all about search. What I've found from people is that they are actually interested in what's interesting to them. I know it's really deep. With Marketing Artfully or Tara Jacobs and Pterodactyl, I'm talking about all the aspects of Twitter that, or all the aspects of marketing that I like. With Searchy Nerds, they know that it's only going to be information about Google search. It's going to be about MSN, building backlinks and things like that. So it's much easier for them to take a fly at it. If they're interested in Google search, they're going to be interested in my posts on there. We also have another one that's for Twitter, for only Twitter, because I just have a Jones for Twitter. It has a few less followers, but I'll tell you that's because it's really hard to find Twitter people that post neat stuff, because all the Follow Friday people and things like that are on here. The last thing I'm going to talk about is search and doing advanced search. So I can do a search for know how to do Facebook and do a search. Okay, so this is people that have posted something about it. Now, a lot of people get really upset because your competitors are going to be using those in some of your search titles, but I'm actually trying to find people with questions about marketing. Okay, so another really good one is Good Dentist Denver. Okay, so this is all people who are looking for good dentists in Denver. My Scottsdale dentist, maintaining good oral hygiene. So sometimes you'll find need a dentist in Denver. Like I said, a lot of times it's going to be marketing, but every once in a while you'll find somebody that is actually looking for a, oh, she likes him, looking for a good dentist in Denver, and that's a very powerful search. The cool thing is that if you click on this button when you're doing your search, you'll get to, oh, they moved it around. Advanced search, here it is, advanced search. And the neat thing about this is it's very powerful. So we will say it has to have the words dentist and Denver. It's written in English because we really only want to talk to people in English. And this is what the coolest thing is people who are near Denver. And you can do a search for just the people who are talking about Denver dentists. And that, to me, that's just so powerful to be able to do those kinds of searches. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, M&M Monsters.